that is why I said,
yeah,
if you keep hiding or concealing information,
yeah,
you are the one who's getting hurt. For example, I don't like your tea. And I keep drinking bad tea every day. If I had just told you, by the way, Maryanne, I don't like your tea, can we learn a way of making it better?
Yeah.
I'll have solved what is hurting me.
Yes.
So I will not go looking for tea outside.
Yeah.
If I don't like the way you romance with me, I'll try and teach you. I'll tell you, by the way, I don't like this and this and this.
Yeah.
Can we learn on how to do this? So I'll teach you on how to romance. So I will not go and look for a better and a romantic person out there. So tutajifunza, how do you romance a woman? How do you romance a man? How do you make them feel satisfied?
Yeah.
So if there are things that I feel are not happening the way I want them to happen in a relationship, I should be able to speak them out. There are people who do not, even in bed, they are so lazy. Wakifika bed wanataka walale na zile mangu walikuwa nazo mchana. Then when it comes to romance, wanakuachia tu, wewe unafanya kila kitu. If I don't like that, I should be able to say, by the way, I married you for a month and I'm not feeling like you're giving me what I want. Can we learn a few things here and there? And can you go an extra mile of, trying to make them understand what you want, how you want it, so that akupatie exactly what you want.
Yeah.
By so doing, utasave vitu mob. Utapata huyo dem mwenye ungewacha, utamtrain hizo vitu zenye unataka ajue, na hautaenda kutafuta mwingine. Because usipomtrain uende utafute mwingine, utapata pia mwingine ako na mistake, pia ukose kumwambia umwache, uende utafute mwingine. So kazi yake itakuwa kuacha huyu. Ukipata kuna mistake tena unamwacha, tena unaenda kwa mwingine. Tena ukipata kuna mistake tena unamwacha, unaenda kwa mwingine. So utaacha wangapi ukienda kwa wangapi? Yeah. So it is better you face them, tell them this and this and this. I prefer it done in this and this way. It takes boldness and it takes proper communication skills, so that even as you communicate that, you're not hurting that person. Yeah.
So is it the same for men as well, like ladies to men?
Yes, the same. Because now with men, they have a certain level of ego. So you make sure as you communicate, you don't also rub their ego. You don't rubbish their ego. So you find a better way of communicating it. And especially for men when it comes to issues of sexuality and manhood. If you are to communicate that, then be as sensitive as possible, especially issues to do with sex, satisfaction. Maybe this person is not satisfying you in bed. You must be, sensitive as you communicate, because wanaume hiyo ndo ego yao, na ukikanyaga hiyo ego, self esteem yake inakufa, na hivyo ndo unaweza mlose hata kwa relationship. So kama una feel mambo na sexuality, mwanaume unaweza mwambie vitu zingine zote na achukulie easy. Babe, na unaingianga kwa hii nyumba na viatu chafu. Babe, na hiyo miguu zako huwa zinanuka. Unaweza mwambia vitu kama hizo na achukulie easy. But when it comes to issues of sexuality,
that's another discussion.
That is another discussion. So you must be so sensitive as you address it.
So we can say it is almost the same as for the women, because now the women, you find it is the body now.
Yeah,
when you are trying to talk to a lady, maybe they gave birth, or maybe just their body is not how or what you feel like.
Yeah.
So I think it is almost the same thing, because they really feel hurt when you talk.
When you talk about their body, umwambie na wewe siku hizi uko na kapoti. Ama umwambie siku hizi unakaa potato. No, they don't like that.
You have to find a way.
You find a way of sugarcoating it. You find a way of making it come out in a sweet way. You find a way of making it come out like as if you're praising them. You're making them feel good, but you're driving the point at home. Because if you are going to hit the nail on the head, if you're going to say the point directly, you're going to lose her.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, so maybe I can just ask you another question. Talking about women, there's a discussion we had like ladies, and I had some ladies complaining, and also some married women saying, it's okay for a man and a woman to be married, and they have been taught in a certain way even during the premarital counseling, but then now they feel like, or it is almost like the women are the ones who work extra hard. Now we are being told the woman, you're the one to pray for the family, you're the one to pray for your husband, you're the one to do this, to make your home, to do this. I mean, like, it's not like you're complaining or you don't want it to be like that. You know, of course, you're supposed to do that like that if you want your marriage to grow. But then why is it just supposed to be the woman who is working extremely hard, who is supposed to keep the marriage, who is supposed to do this? Can't it be like something the two people are working together, like 50-50, not like now the woman is overwhelmed?
You know, I personally feel like it should be 50-50 because now we are providing companionship. We are not in this relationship one-sided. So you did not marry a botch. You did not marry a house worker or a house manager. You married a companion. So, you know, with that in mind, you should be able to understand. Secondly, if your woman is working, has a job, anaenda huko nje anapiga hustle zake tena anakuja, you do not expect that very person to come and now begin to clean the house, do every house chores, and now bring food on table and make sure pia enda satisfy bed. You're supposed to balance these things equally in a manner that he does A, I do B. So if, for instance, you can even decide, it's a matter of communication. It's a matter of communication and agreeing, because now this century we are in, it is not like kitambo when men used to marry housewives. Because kitambo ungesikia mwanaume anasema mimi natafuta tu mwanamke mwenye anajua kupika, mwenye anaweza osha vyombo na oshe nyumba. So kitambo kazi za wanaume zilikuwa kumanage boma. So ungekuja kwa nyumba upate nyumba ni safi, vyombo zimekuwa safi, nyumba, nguo za mwanaume zimepigwa pasi. But nowadays responsibilities are shared equally, because even the cost sharing, paying bills, we are supposed to do it equally. Of course, it is the man who takes the larger share of doing most of the responsibilities, but I feel like most of these responsibilities should be equally shared. Like kama you can always request, kama nimekuwa nikiosha vyombo 4 days a week, is it harmful if your man washes dishes once or twice a week? It is not harmful. If I've been washing or doing clothes 3 a week, akifanya once, is it harmful? It's not harmful. But again, it depends with how you communicate, because men don't love to look like they are being instructed. You request, because men are leaders naturally. So if you come and if you want this mug out of this table, usikuje mwambie sitoe hiki kikombe kwa meza, hiyo watu utapata slap. And I'm not advocating for slap. I'm not. I think it's also a two-way thing. But what I'm trying to mean is how you communicate. Like, you know, you find a way of communicating. This man will find it so easy kusaidia kazi za nyumba, and don't look like you're nagging or instructing them around.
Okay, sawa Ken. Thank you so much for today. Nimeshukuru. Umenikidnap lakini imeweza.
The other day nilikwambia as we finish, I keep telling these people that ladies should try as much as possible to get married before 28.
Before 20.
The reason is ladies bei yao nzuri ni from 22 to 26. Hiyo ni bei ya duka ile ni bado imeratua na karatasi, hot cake. From 27 to 28 bei imeanza kulipisha. Sasa imetolewa kwa karatasi, imewekwa kwa kale kadami kana kwaga pale nje. Wanasema wanaitisha sasa. Ukitoka 28 to 30 bei ya jioni. What? 30 to 34. Buy one get one free. Buy one get one free. Buy one get one free.
Watu watakuingilia hapo.
34 to 38, 40. Si chukua inguo, chukua bwana, chukua. Hautaki? Basi chukua bure. So ladies should strive so much.
But si kwa kupenda kwao. It is not like as if
wengine ni kupenda kwao, Maryanne. wengine ni kupenda kwao, wengine they wanapatanga watu, lakini maringo iko huko juu, choices ziko huko juu. Unataka mtu akona gari, wewe mwenyewe hauna. Unataka mtu akona pesa, wewe mwenyewe hauna. You know, umeweka standards zenye ziko so high.
Yes.
Msichana kuitisha tu a simple confident. Uko so busy. Unajua niko na errands to run, I have to run to Westlands. You know, I have to run to Kiserian. You know, I have a few things to do. You know, I have a business. You know, I have bookings. You know, what do you have? Excuse us.
Just go and listen.
Go out.
Yeah, you
if
never
somebody
know the
asks
outcome.
you for a date, go. Listen to what they are saying.
Yeah.
If you don't buy the idea, if you don't buy their vibe, be willing to communicate to Mwambi. But I liked. Thank you so much for the coffee. But you know, I communicate. Mwambi, I don't think we'll do this again because of ABCD.
Yeah.
In a good way, yenye haitamhurt. But pachanga kuwa so busy for people. Ndo bei ikifika ya jioni ama bei ya buy one get one free, unaanza kujikwamisha kwa wanaume. Usinioe tu. Kwani mbona unionagi? Mbona unipendi? Unaanza kutext wanaume.
Ama unajibu ile message ulitextiwa Januari. Unajibu sasa hiyo.
Ndio unajibu saa hii. Ama unaingia kwa group za WhatsApp, unaanza kuangalia DP. Unaangalia mwenye ni handsome, unamtumia ka message sasa saa 6 za usiku.
Madem hiyo yote tunaweza kufanya hivyo kweli.
There are people who do that.
Ladies.
Saa 6 za usiku unapata anapitia, anaangalia chali mwenye ako na side banks poa, ana click. Sasa mimi naitwa so and so.
Yes.
That's bad.
But and for those ladies who like it is not intentionally, they are faithfully waiting. Utawapatia.
Now you see, let me tell you.
Yes.
While you're waiting, also be available. Also be available. And don't put yourself out there chasing men. Because once a woman chases a man, the price depreciates. So allow yourself to be chased always. If that man stops chasing you, leave him alone. Because men were created to be hunters and not gatherers.
Yeah.
So if you're the one chasing after that man, just know you're out there for a rude shock. Exactly. Allow him to chase, allow him to follow you.
Yeah.
And usikue ni wewe ndo una keep kusuggest conversations, kumkatia, you know, following, buying gifts. And women, if you have money, don't invest in a man kama bado haja suggest, kama bado haja propose. Why? Yeah. Because these men will end up hurting you. I've seen so many men exploiting women out here.
Then you start crying.
Alinitumia. That is so bad. Yeah.
So do you feel like tushukisha standards